Merry Christmas.
Ho ho ho!
What if I told you that Santa's flying reindeer weren't originally reindeer at all? Long before a jolly man in a red suit took to the skies, another figure rode the winter night, a one-eyed wanderer with a cloak, a staff, and an eight-legged beast that could race through the air. This Christmas, we dive into the ancient myth that may have inspired Santa's sleigh, and trust me, you'll never look at Rudolph the same way again. Every December, we picture the same scene: Santa in his sleigh, reindeer soaring overhead. But where did that idea really come from? Most people assume it's just a fun Christmas story, but there's a far older, stranger root hiding beneath the snow. Because in ancient Norse mythology, long before Christmas existed, the sky belonged to Odin, the All-Father, who led a ghostly procession through the winter darkness. And the more we compare these myths, the harder it becomes to ignore the similarities. We all accept Santa's reindeer without question. But think about it: why reindeer? Why flying animals? Why a sleigh in the sky? There's a reason this idea feels magical yet ancient. That's because the concept of flying animals pulling a supernatural being wasn't invented for Christmas at all. It existed thousands of years earlier. Meet Odin not as a war god, but as a winter traveler, a wanderer, the guide of souls. During the darkest nights of Yule, people believed Odin rode across the sky leading the wild hunt, a furious, spectral procession. And Odin didn't ride an ordinary horse. He rode Sleipnir, a massive, eight-legged creature, fast, ghostly, capable of racing between worlds. 8 legs, 8 reindeer, a skyborne mount, a flying sleigh, a night journey, a Christmas Eve flight. In Norse and Germanic mythology, gods and spirits traveling through the air was normal. Some rode storms, some drifted like smoke. And during Yule, the veil between worlds was then a perfect time for supernatural journeys. So when later European stories described a magical gift giver who traveled through the winter night, their audiences already had a framework for it: flying animals, sky journeys. A powerful figure visiting the mortal world over centuries. These old winter myths blended with new traditions. The Dutch figure Sinterklaas, the ancestor of Santa, rode a white horse across rooftops. Children left food for the horse, hoping for gifts in return, leaving offerings for a divine nighttime visitor. Sound familiar? As the stories traveled to America, Sleipnir's legacy transformed. 8 legs separated into 8 reindeer. A ghostly hunt softened into a cheerful sleigh ride. Wandering God became a jolly saint, and the modern world embraced him. The wild hunt wasn't just a spectacle, it was a test. Legends say Odin rewarded the good and punished the wicked during his winter ride. Sound familiar? That ancient fear and reward system evolved into Santa's naughty versus nice list, the gentler echo of what once terrified entire villages. Now let's be clear. Historians don't claim Santa is Odin. The modern Santa is a blend of Saint Nicholas, Dutch Sinterklaas, British Father Christmas, Norse winter mythology, and 19th and 20th century American culture. But here's what experts do agree on: the Northern European traditions that shaped Santa were absolutely influenced by older pagan Yule stories. So the Odin connection isn't a fantasy, but one thread in a much larger tapestry. Every time Santa's sleigh lifts into the sky, echoes of an older myth flicker beneath it: reindeer that fly, a night ride across the winter sky, a bearded traveler who rewards the worthy. These ideas didn't come from nowhere. They're mythological fingerprints, ancient symbols hiding in plain sight. So whether you celebrate Santa's warmth or Odin's wild winter storm, remember this: Christmas traditions are far older and far stranger than they seem. If you enjoyed uncovering these hidden origins, subscribe, because on New Year's Day, we meet Janus, the god of time, and the reason the year opens its first door.